But to every single one of you who have joined the couple here today, you've been invited because you are the closest and most important people in their lives. And you're the ones they want to share their happiest day with. You have shared, supported and contributed to their lives in the past. And by witnessing their marriage ceremony today, Noel and Colm ask that you share in their future together. And in the years to come, it may well be to you that they turn to for support or advice. And that support will be all the more important for having been here today. So I want to welcome you all on behalf of the couple and thank you for the role you already play and will undoubtedly continue to play in their lives. Now, all of you are here today for the celebration of marriage. And yeah, we're going to hear a lot about that word marriage. But it's very important to remember the other word, celebration, because we're here for a party.
Let the vain and proud drown within their vanity. Soften now, soften now.
Today is really a major milestone in the lives of Noel and Colm and in the lives of you who are close to them. Today's a really special day. It takes us out of the routine of everyday life. And what really matters on an occasion like this, when a couple have decided to join their lives, is that they have absolute certainty that they're right for each other. And that's good. They didn't flinch when I said that. And after 20 years together, they know that their feelings will be lasting and not fleeting. And they've thought about the future which stretches before them and the demands which it will make on them.
But I'm better now, better now. Spirit, take me from this place, so let me run free.
Se tu fossi nei miei occhi per un giorno, vedresti la bellezza che è piena d'allegria. Io trovo dentro gli occhi tuoi, è ignaro se magia o lealtà. Se tu fossi nel mio cuore per un giorno, potresti avere un'idea di ciò che sento io quando mi abbracci forte te e petto a petto noi respiriamo insieme. Protagonista del tuo amor, non so se sia magia o lealtà. Se tu fossi nella mia anima un giorno, sapresti cosa sono in me, che mi innamorai da quell'istante insieme a te. E ciò che provo è solamente amore. Da quell'istante insieme a te e ciò che provo è solamente amore.
Grazie, bravissima. Hey, give it up for Goya.
Yeah, my name is Noella, a name after my brother. Noel. Yeah, I'm called as Mick Mick as well. He's Junjun. I'm Mick Mick, you know, Filipinos. So I'm the younger sister of Noel Francis, right? But Junjun. But every time his friend asks him, "Is that your sister?" "Yeah, my older sister." He always say that. Yeah, this is my older sister. Yeah, because he wants to hide his age. That's just it. I am younger. But seriously, I would like to welcome each and everyone in this room and for joining us in this very memorable event, Colm and Noel's union. Could you imagine what's growing up like with my brother, Junjun? No pressure. He is the smart one, good looking, fabulous, and the favorite. Yeah, my mother's favorite. He's the mommy's boy.
This moment, as far back as I can remember, from the first moment I first laid my eyes, there was always two uncles, or we fondly call our Titos. What was your first moment with them? Anyone? Well, meeting them was the start of your friendship too. As kids, we grew up with their love to each other and never dawned our mind to second guessing. After 20 long years, your day has finally come. This moment, our hearts burst with unparalleled joy and we're beaming with pride. Today will always remind us that if when we love, to let it flourish and let it grow. Because love is love, all love is equal. Love is beautiful, yes. Love conquers, love perseveres, love never fails, and love wins all the time. Let's keep loving like my two Titos, Tita June and Tita Colin. Thank you.
When I feel that heat exchange, and I'll see your eyes that way, what I lack no words can fake. I'm waiting on a heart.
We truly love you, both of you, to the moon and back, and thank you for everything.
Likewise, we'll be enjoying the day.
I'm waiting on a heartbreak to prove what's inside.
Just thanks to everybody for coming. Thanks for all your support over the years. Thanks for your acceptance. Thanks for all of you guys coming here today. For everybody that came abroad, from Canada to Sweden, from the Philippines, from everywhere all over the world. I'm just bowled over and just hope that you all have a great night, a great day, and let the celebrations begin for myself. And I call him June. Some people call him Noel. Some people call him Francis. And some other people call him some other names, but I won't say. So everybody have a good night and have a great day, and I hope you enjoy all the festivities we have.
You might find yourself wondering, how are we sitting here in a beautiful outdoor space, in a beautiful country house, on a cool, crisp September day? Well, let me tell you, it started 20 years ago. The story is a great one, especially when you consider that Noel had only been in Ireland for 6 months when they did meet. And how it all began was that they told me Noel was in Rome with his family, and one Sunday his man told him go to church, where he met an Irish priest, Father O'Brien, who jokingly but seriously asked if Noel would like to go to Ireland because Father O'Brien's sister Bernadette was looking for nurses in Dublin. And this is crucial because this is what brought him to Ireland. Now, of course, Noel said to me he was intrigued. What did he know about Ireland? U2, Westlife, that was it. But he came over and suddenly here he was in Dalkey, as he described the Monaco of Ireland. Now, Noel used to love taking trips to Dunleary and into Dublin city centre. And every time he was in city centre, he would bump into Colin. So they got around to having their first cinema date, watching Monsters, Inc. Now, we have to say, it wasn't really a typical first date, not because of what they were watching, but because best man Mick was there as well, tagging along, keeping them company. So since then, they kind of jokingly call each other Mike and Sully, and Mick gets called Boo, like the little girl in Monsters, Inc. So from the cinema to their very first date at Little Caesars, they started to travel. And their first holiday was in Galway, followed by Manchester, followed by all over the world, which is fair to say is a good way to sum it up. And the smaller little trips they would take, Colin used to give Noel a lift on the back of his motorbike. He'd pick him up and drop him back each time. They'd go to Munchies every Friday for their breakfast back with relish, and Noel would have worked nights, so he'd be half asleep, and then Colin would kindly drop him back, let him have a snooze for the day while Colin went off to work, and then Colin would be very kind to come back later and wake him up just in time to bring him out to the George nightclub. Super thoughtful, super thoughtful. Now, Colin did say that, of course, he had great crack meeting Noel's Filipino friends at the start. And then it got to the stage where Colin remembers saying to Mick, the best man, about the relationship getting serious. He said that he'd been meeting Noel's mother and sister in Rome over the years, so that when Noel brought Colin to the Philippines as a friend for Noel's sister's wedding, They both remember arriving to the house in the Philippines with love hearts strewn around on their bed. They said it was an unexpected and a gorgeous, gorgeous surprise. Oh, and Noel told me as well that Colin was his mum's favourite, no contest there. They told me that they love to share so many things. They love art, they share the love of travelling. Noel told me that Colin is a great cook and a great barman. I love how Colin nods there, yes, I am. But you know what, I suspect Noel is just trying to work his way back into the kitchen because Noel has been barred from the kitchen for almost 20 years. Shocker, I see jaws unhinging. What?
Snow is coming down. Listen, you turn.
Colum, since you came to our world, it's somehow, our world is chaotic. You managed to bring smiles in each and every one. You survived the madness of our family. You have no idea how truly, deeply we are grateful to have you as part of our family for 20 years. That's 2 decades. But seriously, thank you, Colum. We love you to bits for 2 decades, and we can't thank you enough for everything you did for us. Nanay was so looking forward, our mom, she's so looking forward for this moment. She would have enjoyed the spotlight as the mother of the bride. And would have enjoyed the getting ready and, of course, the walking down the aisle with the two of you. She's with us today. We felt it. We sense it. We smell her, her scent. She's everywhere. She loves you, and she always believed that what you have both is true. From day one.
I'm gonna write to your case. Your papa said to steer clear, 'cause I lead to the grave. You better run away, run, and fire your gun. 'Cause once I have you in my claws, I'm gonna bite out your heart.
I asked the couple, would they separately tell me 3 things they love about each other? And 1 thing that maybe needs a little bit of work. Now, like yourselves, they don't know what each other wrote. So it's a surprise for everybody today. There's a kind of a nervous murmur there in the guests. I'm going to start with what Noel loves about Colin. Are you all right? Noel says, Colin has been my strong rock, my support. He goes above and beyond. He is the most kind, romantic, artistic and loving person. He said Colin is calm and reassuring, where I can be the opposite, and it really creates some balance. And he said, as mentioned earlier, Colin cries during some films, and Noel said that this is actually one of Colin's strongest qualities, to be emotionally in tune, and that in many ways, Colin is perfect. But he cheated because he gave me 4 things that he loves. Noel said the best way to Noel's heart is through Noel's stomach. And Noel said that Colin is the best cook. Now, he does hope that Colin will lift the 18-year kitchen ban and let him back into the kitchen. He says he promises never to burn anything again. But he did also say there was one thing he thought you could work on. So he said, Colin really likes his whiskey, especially when he's doing the cooking. He said, maybe you just consider sharing a little bit of it with Noel. I think that's okay. That's okay. Ooh. So let's flip it over and see. This is 3 things Colin loves about Noel. Colin loves that you're looking at me like, what did I say to you about this? Colin loves that Noel is a great adventurer. Colin says that Noel pushes him and kind of drags him along, but he's so incredibly grateful for it because they've gotten to have so many adventures in every corner of Ireland and practically around the world too. Colin is full of love and admiration for Noel's passion for his work. He said not only does he admire Noel's brilliance with his clients, he loves how he has theme parties for the Rose of Tralee and Paddy's Day. You name it. And not only does Noel love his clients, but they love him back, and it's something that Colin is completely bowled over by. Colin also loves Noel's phenomenal artistic flair, which is the phrase he said to me, for words, for poetry, for stories. And he also loves that he's so organised, because he said Noel pretty much organised most of the wedding, and Colin is once again bowled over and so grateful. And he also gave me a 4th thing that he loves. So, a little extra piece that Colin told me was that after his operation last year, Noel took care of him afterwards so well, helping him bounce back. And that's just another thing that he's so grateful for. Now, perfect and all, as Noel sounds, Colin has one teeny tiny, just minuscule, so small you can't even see it. But Noel, he'd like you to reconsider this. He says, when he comes home from work, Noel has the house lit up like a Christmas tree. All the lights on, the immersion on, and he says, perhaps with a looming energy crisis, candlelight might be more romantic and considerably cheaper.
Love is love. Your love is so special. Your love is true. Never forget to remember, the thing that, the thing that sparked, that made you fall in love with each other. Always have each other's back, no matter what. We are here for you from day 1 to forever.
Right, so the first time I met Colin, I got a job in a printing factory in Dublin. And I was being shown around some department, wherever, where I'm going to be working. And I've seen these posters on the wall of I think it was like Pet Shop Boys or Erasure or something. I'm thinking, oh, okay, right. So there's a young girl working, young teenage girl working here. Yeah, it's fine. We've all had posters in our bedroom. That's fine. Oh, maybe it's just a fan of the 80s. After finally being introduced to Colin, I realised it was both. It was about a 14-year-old girl and a fan of the 80s. Over the years, Colin told me about this lad he had met. I was kind of curious because, kind of kept his cards quite close to his chest, this lad. Francis, as I was introduced, or June, or Noel, or I went, wow, he's gone with 3 guys. Impressive. That's... Or just one person who has split personality. Oh wow, I could see the connection, and I could see this guy he's the personification of caring, love, thoughtfulness. Seriously, the guy's ridiculous. It's at this stage, he's a sweet kid, seriously, and he couldn't have been the best yin for this yang.
marriage is first and foremost a celebration of the love which two people share. And it's a demonstration of trust between two people, trust in the love that they've found in each other, and trust that they can be their true selves within the partnership of their love, and trust that their partnership will strengthen and grow with the passing years, nurtured by the love that sparked it off. True love isn't contained in that spark, nor the first flaring of fire, new and bright and spectacular though that is. True love is found in the careful tending, which gives warmth and comfort and security over many years. And Colm and Noel, all of your family and friends that have joined you here, know that your love is a true love which will sustain you both as you continue your lives together from today. They've chosen to include a beautiful wedding tradition from the Philippines. It's called a flower lasso. And the wedding lasso tradition uses a lasso or a rope to join the couple. It's placed over the couple's shoulders. It symbolises their everlasting union and status as one. And it's placed in the symbol of infinity, which is like the number 8 on its side. And infinity is how long they plan on being together. It symbolises so much. It's your life, your love, and the eternal connection that the two of you have found with one another. This lasso doesn't form the ties that bind you. They're formed by your vows, your pledge, your souls, and your two hearts now bound.
So happy for you guys, and I love how much you guys love each other, and I've been there and I've seen it all, and I think we can all say we're so happy for you and wish you a long and loving life together forever. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, or however you identify, please give it up to the groom and groom, Colm and Noel.
Is Anam Dom Noel Byrne. How Irish is that? My being mad about Ireland is now so complete, marrying the son of Ireland. We are so proud today to be an example that we simply just love each other and we freely marry as we do. Anyone who dreamt to love and be loved and eat the cake.
Noel Quillenthine, do you solemnly and sincerely declare that you know of no legal or civil impediment to your marriage to Colm Byrne?
I solemnly and sincerely declare that I know of no legal or civil impediment to my marriage to Colm Byrne.
No pressure, Colm. He's been waiting for 20 years, of course. Colm Byrne, do you solemnly and sincerely declare that you know of no legal or civil impediment to your marriage to Noel Quillenthine? Oh, that one there.
I solemnly, sincerely declare that I know of no legal or civil impediment to my marriage of Noel Quillenthine.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Noel, do you take Colm to be your beloved partner in life and your husband? Do you promise to love him through good times and bad until the end of time?
I do.
And Colm, do you take Noel to be your beloved partner in life and your husband? And do you promise to love him through good times and bad until the end of time?
I do.
I would like to say that when we love, please let it flourish. Because again, love is love. All love is equal, and love is beautiful. Yes, love conquers all. It perseveres and love wins all the time. So keep on loving. I would like to celebrate this moment, to celebrate my mother, my beautiful mother, Mildred. I promise not to cry, but if I am, which deep inside I'm just overflown with joy and happiness, I'm letting my heart break free with happiness and pride, and let this be a tears of happiness. And I want to toast a drink in the memory and in honor of my mother.
Emil! It's Emil!
Mom, not heaven that far, not somewhere lifeless and cold, not stranger looking down on me, not in any better place, but only in my heart. You are every life's milestone and memories. You are every fiber of my being, the man you raised I am today. I will no longer look for you. I will never ask where you are. You are me. You walk with me, we beat as one, and no death will divide us. You will live with me because you're my mother. We are not apart. I always be with you. Love, son. Woo. How I wish, but I was too late to have met Colum's mom, Evelyn. But I had a pleasure to have met Colum's dad, James, and Colum's brother, Dave, old years especially to my husband. We are celebrating you today. You are not gone and not forgotten. Colum, you are the reflection of my love. I am who I am because of you. You are the most loving and the kindest, thoughtful and most romantic and understanding person. For that, I love loving you. Then I asked myself, how did you survive me? You must be mad. How did our love flourish more than 20 years and counting? You're probably mad and were in the middle of all this madness. I promise and made a vow to love you, respect you, look after you, clean after myself, close the tap, hang the towels, don't flood the kitchen, don't get cranky.
I'm recording this.
Folks, I will starve and die without you, Colum. Thank you for all the fun and memories. I want to grow older with you while you are old. And to continue traveling the world, which I would say I've probably been to 73 countries, and I have to wait for the 74th for the honeymoon. Just dropping the cues if you haven't booked anything. Guys, this is exactly how I felt when Ruth Scott officiated us today. And by the way, Ruth Scott happened to be a celebrity broadcaster from Classic. It's a plug, yeah. Classic FM with Ruth Scott. But what I noticed today, and I'm very emotional and observant, that stare I had to you was the longest stare of my life. You caught me staring, but I caught you staring back. 20 years and everything I like, 20 years and everything I still like.
Yeah.
Suddenly, when I was staring at you, flooding all the memories about the moment when we first kissed, first dating, phone, tears, brows, the madness, and I love it. Colum, listen. There's always something most special as I stare at you that today our world collided in one place. Of all the things we've been, and where my world now will be you, right here, my love. And I want to spend the rest of my life with you, and that's my proposal. This is the best day of my life, and words cannot express the gratitude for the last 20 years. You're my best friend, my lover, my soulmate, my slave. Our love gets deeper with time, and I look forward to many more years for such joy. I love you so much, lovey.
Lovey.
Remember this, that love does not consist in gazing or staring at each other, but in looking outward together in the same direction. And let's do this.
Whoa! Brilliant.
And that's the end of my speech.
Marriage is all about giving and taking and forgiving and forsaking, kissing and loving and pushing and shoving, caring and sharing and screaming and sweating, all about being together, whatever the weather, about being driven to the end of your tether, about sweetness and kindness and wisdom and blindness. It's about being strong when you're feeling quite weak. It's about saying nothing when you're dying to speak. It's about being wrong when you know you're right. It's about giving in before there's a fight. And for you today, it's about to begin. And for all that the two of you have put in, some days filled with joy and some days filled with sadness, too late you'll discover that marriage is madness.
With this ring,
With this ring,
I marry you
I marry you
and join my life to yours.
and join my life to yours.
With this ring,
With this ring,
I marry you
I marry you
and join my life to yours.
and join my life to yours.
Oh, is the ring on? Does anyone have a stick of butter? A bit of butter? Colum and Noel, you have freely entered into marriage and you have affirmed your commitment and love for each other in front of your friends and families. And by the power vested in me by the Government of Ireland, I am delighted to pronounce you legally married.
To my soulmate, my one and only June June.
Jungle cat, I'm gonna ride to your cage. Your papa said to steer clear, 'cause I lead to the grave. You better run away, run, and fire your gun. 'Cause once I have you in my claws, I'm gonna bite out your heart. You won't bite out my heart. I'll be the one to liberate you from So the hunt is on the hunt, and I'm 2 miles away. You and your brood just walk around in front of the cave. You better run away, run away, run, and hide in the trees. 'Cause once I have you in my sights, I'll take a shot with these. Try to sneak up